Yo guys, what is going on? Got some Battle of Omega action for you guys. I got some games here featuring one of the um, most, I don't want to say one of the best, but one of the most improved decks we've seen over like these new reveals. So I'm playing red down at the bottom. Specifically, I'm playing like a Greymon focus deck. You'll see I have a bunch of Agumon in my hand. I have 3 Agumons. Every other Digimon in this card has Greymon in his name, either Greymon or Omnimon. And I'm also playing things like Marcus and just general like Greymon support cards. There's a decent amount in this game, and with the arrival of Battle of Omega, we've got tons of new cards. So I've got the new Agumon, who is a when played effect. Whenever you do play him, you get to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Unfortunately, all Agumon's there, but you get to add a Greymon, any Greymon, and any Omnimon from those reveal cards here. And so potential +2 is always awesome. Just sets up for your Omnimon plays. Not only that, but we also have a couple of awesome cards in the form of Nokia. Nokia is, I honestly think Nokia in a vacuum is like the best tamer in the game, because like when you compare it to other tamers, like even the memory tamers like Davis and Mimi, who give you potential pluses all the time, Nokia is a free play for like any Agumon, right? So you'll see I'm actually playing the promo Agumon. He does come in handy now that you can play him for essentially a 3 cost. So for a 3 cost, you get any Agumon on the field, and then with the new one from BT5, you got a potential +2 just from that 3, and then it also sets up for all of your Greymon Omnimon plays because it reduces the cost of all of those cards by 1. So Nokia is absolutely just a fantastic card. Not to mention with some of the new white support, we got a new white option card that helps you go into Omnimon pretty fast. So that's a little bit crazy. My opponent kind of has the same idea, where like Omnimon Turbo has just made a resurgence. I don't think Omnimon was ever like not good, but with the arrival of Union Impact, we got crazy new cards like Ragnalordmon and Omnimon Alter S, and the original kind of faded out of play a little bit, but now he's back along with Omnimon Alter S, Omnimon Zwart, and the new Omnimon from Battle of Omega. So anyways, that's kind of the deck I'm playing. Pretty ridiculous. Now I'm playing a black at the top. Black also does have a couple of really cool cards. They've got the new Black Metal Garurumon, or I guess it's just Metal Garurumon. I guess apparently Japan doesn't have Black Metal Garurumon. Anyways, it's the Metal Garurumon that is black and also evil, and it has, first of all, it's reboot, so it's synergized with that whole strategy. Maybe if you get Metal Greymon, gives security attack +1 or something like that. But it also has a sweet effect where on Digivolution, I think it has Digiburst. Digiburst 2, where you can destroy something with a play cost of 6. Or if that does not resolve, you get to trash the top card of your opponent's security. So pretty offensive option for black. I think that in tandem with Omnimon Zwart and Alter S just makes black very powerful. Black has access to some very scary level 7s. So yeah, I do have my Metal Greymon set up. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm sorry, I was ranting about Nokia. But anyways, my opponent is just going to, set up his Garurumon's attack with his Metal Garurumon there, as well as his security Garurumon now that is actually going to die. And at the bottom, I do have Marcus set up. Marcus is not only a memory tamer, but every time a Greymon attacks, he does give you 1 memory. So I really like him in this deck. It fulfills kind of 2 purposes. Now, I am also playing that starter deck, Metal Greymon, primarily because I really think the ability to not be blocked is underrated. And, it's not like he can't be blocked, but it punishes your opponent for doing so. So when you have an Omnimon that can attack multiple times, or these 15,000 behemoths, and your opponent's going to want to block them. Also, so I mentioned Omnimon Zwart earlier. Omnimon Zwart is absolutely an amazing card. For a 6 Digivolution cost, this guy, first of all, he mills 3, which is always good in black and purple decks, especially purple. But he also gets to revive 2 black and or purple Digimon with a play cost of 7 or 8, or I think it's 8. But anyways, that includes like a lot of level 5s too. We haven't seen a lot of level 5 resurgences, but it can bring back something like that Warumanzemon right there, and then we got the Agumon as well. In purple, it could bring back something like Chimera 1, which is pretty crazy. So anyways, he's going to Digivolve that guy. I'm actually going to be able to Digivolve it, like out it with the Blitz Greymon. I absolutely love Blitz Greymon. He's such a powerful card. On top of that, 12,000 with piercing is super powerful, so I can just immediately out his board and get that +1 memory with the Marcus. I run into the Black War Greymon there, but luckily, like I said, Blitz Greymon is 12,000. Now, I was debating here whether to go Omnimon Alter S or not. But I didn't feel like it was necessary, especially because if Warumonzimon was not 6,000, like it was 5k or less, then I would absolutely do it. But first of all, none of his Digimon can be, de-Digivolved, and I don't feel like using Omnimon to out an Agumon, a blocker Agumon, is like the best use of my memory. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and play the, I think that's the booster set 1 Omnimon, or maybe the starter, I don't remember which one it is. It's the one where you play it and you reveal the top 5 and you can add a tamer. Helps you search for Marcus, also for Nokia, because there isn't actually a color restriction on that effect. And then I'm just going to go ahead and Digivolve into Corgimon to protect my Blitzgreymon in case he tries to do something. He does have a Warumonzimon on the field, so he could Digivolve into a Scary Mega. He could even have a Blitzgreymon of his own. I don't think he does, but you never know, because he's playing like a... we saw Gabumon just to like get the searches. It searches any Garurumon, right? Which includes like the Black Garurumon, Metal Garurumon, Crest Garurumon as well. So there's just so much generic support for Garurumon and Greymon. It's really powerful. Now he is going to fizzle on the Crest Garurumon effect. Unfortunately, you get to reveal up to the number of cards that your opponent has Digimon on the field. So you reveal 2, but the play cost has to be, I think, level 5 or lower. So he's revealed a 6 and a 7. So unfortunately, he's not going to get that effect. I'm going to start my turn with 4 memory, and I'm actually probably going to go up to 5 because I do have the Blitzgreymon and Marcus. Marcus is just super good. I was debating playing another Marcus and then getting a +2 memory. But I didn't think that was like necessary. So I do Digivolve the Agumon, and then the Greymon in my hand, that is the Battle of Omega Greymon, who does have a really sweet effect. Anytime you Digivolve onto an Agumon, you get to gain 1 memory. So he's effectively a 1 cost because I'm only playing Agumons in this deck. But if you have Nokia, he becomes a 0 cost. So it's like, it's actually pretty ridiculous. I am actually going to attack with the Blitzgreymon there and then rest the Marcus, go up to 5 memory, and now I could probably go Omnimon Ultra S if I do want to get rid of the Crest Garurumon, in fear of like an Omnimon Zwart or something, but I don't know. You guys can decide if maybe it was a better play to go that. I wanted to set up for maybe another offensive play in my raising area there, so I go Greymon. That's the starter deck Greymon with security attack +1. I drew into the Nokia, so that is super sweet. Don't have any Agumon in my hand, so I don't think it's the best use of like my memory to go straight up go Nokia, but I'm going to draw, and now I did draw into an Agumon, so I'm going to go ahead play Nokia for 3 and get to play an Agumon for free. So I got 2 cards, 2 3-cost cards on the field for just a normal 3 cost. So that's pretty sweet. So my opponent's going to go ahead bring out his Greymon. I actually forgot there's a black Greymon, like a black colored Greymon. Anyway, so he's going to bring that guy out with only 3 memory. He does have the Izzy Tamer, by the way. He's going to play his own Nokia for 3 and use his own Agumon, reveal the top 3 cards. Unfortunately, is not going to be able to add anything. Now, I'm not sure about running Izzy in this deck because he does have a lot of different colors, right? We've seen Agumon, Gabumon, Nokia. He's playing like a quad color deck, which is pretty sweet. It's really cool. But I don't think Izzy is like the best in that scenario. It does let you stack your deck though. That is pretty good. I will say, even though you don't get like the +1 memory, stacking your deck is always pretty good. So then he's just going to Digivolve into the Reboot Metal Greymon for 3, and that is going to pass it over to me. Now, we only have 2 security apiece, but I think with my current lineup, I will be able to end the game. So I'm going to draw, unsuspend everything. And I do have the Rise Greymon on field with the Marcus, so that is super sweet. Rise Greymon has an amazing, that's the Great Legend Rise Greymon. He has an amazing effect where you can, Digiburst 2 and play any red or yellow tamer, so I'm going to play another Marcus for free. And now I can just get a +2 memory every time one of my Greymons attacks. So I'm going to do that, and then probably going to go into Omnimon, or just actually no, because I decided to just attack with the Rise Greymon here, because if I wanted to like bait out his Agumon, because if he doesn't block here, his Agumon only like 3, it's 1,000 actually, it's really weak. If he doesn't take the bait, then I'm going to take out both of his security cards, most likely, because Rise Greymon 7,000 is like moderately strong. So there's a chance, but I think here we were debating, he was like thinking it over, like, do I want to block this? If he doesn't block it though, I think he just loses, because he only has 1 block for 3 attacks, so he doesn't actually block there, and just reminding him it does a security attack +1, so then I'm going to be able to attack for game, run into the Omnimon Zwart there, but doesn't matter, had more than enough to go for game. So game 2, my opponent actually did start. He got a Garurumon, the security Garurumon set up over there. I don't know why that Garurumon is spelled like GU and then like, you know, the rest of it, but every other Garurumon is spelled GA. I don't know why that's the case. Like, is it just a different Garurumon, or is that like a translation error or something? If you guys know, please let me know, because I'm kind of curious about that. So anyways, with the 2 memory, I'm just going to Digivolve into the Greymon there, and unfortunately I can't use the memory Greymon like in the security area, so I just Digivolve into the security attack +1 Greymon, play Nokia, and then I'm going to play the Agumon for free and then get the +1 for the Skull Greymon. I added Skull Greymon just because I know black plays a lot of blockers, and having another ultimate in hand can't hurt. Plus, I do already have 2 champions in the field, so I don't really need any more. So now I've got like a perfect lineup, right? I can go straight into Victory Greymon, provided I get enough memory, and my opponent is actually just going to go into the Reboot Metal Greymon there. That guy's really good. Sometimes I forget he has Reboot himself, which is kind of weird. Like, I usually never like attack with him, but I guess you could. It's really just to give your Crest Garurumon, your Metal Garurumon, and other security attacks, so those guys become pretty scary. So he's actually going to reveal the top 3 of his deck from the Izzy, and then the Izzy says if all the cards you reveal are black, you do get to get memory +1. So effectively 3 cost memory tamer, which is pretty sweet. So I'm just going to Digivolve into the Metal Greymon, actually costing only 2 because of the Nokia, and then for 4 I'm going to Digivolve into Victory Greymon. Victory Greymon has a Digiburst effect where I can, you know, detach to and destroy anything with 8,000 or lower DP. So I'm going to destroy his Metal Greymon, putting me in the lead and securing my position. I also do have the Omnimon Alter S in case, you know, worst case scenario, something happens. And then I've also got a lot of versatile cards like the Promo Agumon, Double Skull Greymon as well. So I think I'm ready for a lot of scenarios, a lot of different scenarios. No matter what he throws at me, I'll probably be able to out it. So I'm just going to go attack with the Victory Greymon, who actually does have security attack +1 thanks to the Gray started at Greymon there. So I'm going to be able to take out 2 cards. I'm going to Digivolve Promo Agumon, draw a card, drew into another Omnimon. Unfortunately, my opponent doesn't have anything on field. I mean, I guess it's a good thing, but I just don't get to use this effect. And I'm just going to go ahead Digivolve into the BT5 Greymon. Now, BT5 Greymon is a 2 cost, but since I Digivolve him on top of Agumon, I get to gain a memory, and Nokia also reduces the cost by 1 memory. So effectively 0 cost champion, and then going to go straight into Metal Greymon for 3. So now I've got lots of Digimon on the field, lots of advantage, 7 cards in hand, triple Omnimon, even though I only do have the 1 Victory Greymon. Now, my opponent is going to go Black War Greymon. This is a promo Black War Greymon where you can basically get him to attack 3 times, because every time, like, or during, I think it's just during the main phase, you can detach to and he can unsuspend himself. So he's going to attack, run into the Agumon there, detach 2 materials, unsuspend himself, and this could be pretty scary if you had like some really good you know, inherited effects underneath it. So Black War Greymon, definitely a monster. Being able to attack that many times is kind of crazy. Almost like a Black Ulforce, like literally. So he's going to attack again, run to the Greymon, detach 2 more, unsuspend himself. A good thing, like, he is only 11,000, so he wasn't able to attack over the Victory Greymon. And then we are going to see the Omnimon Zwart Digivolved on top. Omnimon Zwart is going to mill the top 3 cards of his deck, and for 6 cost he is going to be able to revive up to 2 black and or purple Digimon with a play cost of 8 or less. So I think he's going to see what he can get. But yeah, Omnimon Zwart, while maybe inferior to the regular Omnimon in the sense like he doesn't have any removal, like when you Digivolve him, he actually does have removal whenever you're attacking. I think you can return one of the level 6 materials and then destroy something with a play cost of 12 or less. So that encompasses most level 6s, right? Victory Greymon's only a play cost of 11, so if I do give him the chance, he will actually, like, probably just clear my field. So he's got the Warumonzimon and the Metal Greymon with the reboot on the field, so 2 ultimates bringing back to, like, on Digivolution is pretty insane. I'm going to answer with my own Omnimon for 6 costs, Digivolving it and destroying his Omnimon Zwart, attacking, returning the material, unsuspending him, and he actually does that security attack +1, so he's going to be able to take out 4 cards, and then I'm just going to be able to go for game because my opponent doesn't have any responses to that. So guys, that's going to be game. If you guys did enjoy, go ahead, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.